UVCE Chronicles, sing it loud. Echoes of our past we're proud. From the heart of Bangalore to the world we soar.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of UVCE Chronicles. My name is Sohan Aiyappa from second year ECE and today I'm truly honored to introduce a guest who has made remarkable strides in the field of automation engineering. Mr. Shashidhar N C, the CEO and Director of AMS India and a proud alumnus of the UVCE Mechanical batch of 1988. Sir, thank you for joining us today. We are truly honored to have you and welcome to UVCE Chronicles.
Thank you very much.
Begin with, sir, could you please introduce yourself to our listeners before we dive into the questions?
Yeah, I'm a mechanical engineer from UVCE, and I then after my graduation I joined Larsen and Toubro as a welding engineer, and I worked there till '93, and I was fortunate to be involved in installation of the first welding robot in India in L&T, and then that's when my career in robotics started. So then I moved to ABB Robotics as one of the very first few employees of ABB Robotics, and did a lot of installations across India. And till the year 2000, I was there. And in 2000, I started another company called Ranal Engineering, which was again into robotics, but purely into engineering of robotic systems. And till date, we are in the same business. Today, we design factories to make cars. That is the automotive body in white line building activities. We do only engineering. And apart from that, I have other products which we are manufacturing also in additive manufacturing and also fixturing, etc. This has been our main business till now. I have a family with I have two children. One is in England, the other one is in engineering final year. My wife is an architect. This is about me.
That was quite an adventurous journey, sir. Let us start with the questions now. You graduated from UVC in 1988. What were some of your fondest memories from your time at the college?
Yeah, in college it was very nice. We were quite into sports. There was a lot. It was an annual scheme. We were having an annual scheme. So we had exams only once in a year. So we had quite some time to play around and also to enjoy. And also we had to study for a few months, throughout the year. And those last few months was quite hectic. We had to study quite a lot. The fondest memories in UVC was, the whole administration, because it's a government college. There was no CET or anything like that. We had, in order to pay the examination fees, which was I think some 50 or 70 rupees, we had to go to State Bank of Mysore, take a challan, come to the thing. It was one-day activity just to get a hall ticket. But most important than that is we were in a mechanical department, and it was always very good to be there because we used to play a lot of games, and we used to sit in front of the library there. And that time there was the librarian used to speak 100% Kannada. That was one good thing. There was no English word in his talk. Pure Kannada, To say IC engine, you say Antarahana Yantra, things like that. It was really very funny there. But we enjoyed the time, We learned a lot. And UVC was a very good platform. And good thing is I was lucky enough to be getting a job after my graduation in UVC at L&T.
It's inspiring to see how your UVC days have shaped you. Those early experiences must have really set the stage. Sir, what inspired you to enter the field of automation engineering?
Yeah, it was more of there was no interest as such, something that we had to go into automation. It was, the wave took us along that way. There was a strike in L&T. The strike actually happened, and all the workers and it was a welder strike. So the welders were outside the factory, and we are all being new GETs. We are supposed to go and start working on the machine. So we were all supposed to do welding. And then it was very hard to do welding. We had to weld at 420 amperes with a 2 mm wire. It was very difficult to weld those excavator components, and with that hard shape, that is when we thought we should go in for automation of welding. And during those years, after slogging it out, for 2 shifts a day continuously. Came up with some a small automatic straight line welding machine. Next is we also wanted to go in for a robot, and that's how the first robot came into India from Clues Robotics. So that's it. I think that's how got me into that. And after that, the next is ABB. Actually, I got an opportunity to work in ABB because of my experience in L&T in welding and automation in robotics. So in ABB also, many installations and many systems are commissioned and worked in ABB till the year 2000. I'm still continuing the same journey of designing factories and designing automation systems, developing quite a few things.
That's quite fascinating, sir. Pioneering a new field does take a lot of courage. Sir, you have been leading AMS India for over 2 decades now. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced while growing the company, and how did you overcome them?
There's always a problem when a company has to grow. It is a big problem. Every company, when you first have to go through a few stages of sustenance, getting approval from customers, employees, and the whole thing. And I think one of the good things that happened was we were a technology company, so we always had to keep improving the technology. That is one good thing that happened. It was not just a manufacturing company. We had to do engineering. We had to continuously keep improving and improving. And there are problems which come. And finding solutions to that is the key. And the moment we start finding solutions, automatically you get more problems from customers and more solutions you can get. And trying to be a technologically superior company and developing new products all the way along is something which has kept us afloat. Of course, there was COVID. Still, we were able to sustain because we had manufactured some 3D printing machines and also a bioprinter, which was very much used and supplied, to almost many companies, which helped us come over the COVID period. And there were a lot of recessions that we have faced. And during every recession, we have found that, some product or some new innovative things have come up and we have developed because of these things. So I think the key to growth and sustenance is to be an innovation company. We'll keep innovating and developing new things. And customers do appreciate things, so you have to see that these products, what we develop, the customers identify you as a company which can do innovation and technology development. This is the key. That's what I believed in, and that's what we are today.
That is very insightful advice for the would-be entrepreneurs listening to this episode. AMS India won the prestigious MSME Award from the Prime Minister in 2022. Sir, could you share with us how AMS India has contributed to the MSME sector and what this recognition meant for you?
Yeah, even few things added on to this. The bioprinters that we made, which helped in developing the vaccines at that time, and machines that we make with bio 3D printers, which was very unique for doing research and development. And more important, during that period of 2019 and 2020 and 21 was very difficult, and everybody was working from home, and it was very difficult even to execute projects. So that was 21 was the year when we did quite a few export projects. In fact, all these years, right from 2000, we are an export-oriented company. We are only doing export projects. We're doing projects for Mercedes, we're doing for Daimler, you name the company, we are doing projects for all those companies. All the OEMs in the world we have worked with. So in 21, the projects that we did was really good, and we also got a lot of foreign revenue to the country, and we were recognized because that time the machine which we got an order from Wuhan Institute of Virology, and we sent the machine there. And that particular machine actually was asked by the customs where it is going, and that is how we were recognized by the government, that these people are doing something good and something useful. That went on, and the government actually felt that the revenue and everything was good, and they thought something good about us and gave me this award, gave the company this award basically as the best export-oriented company in the robotics innovation sector in the year 2022. And I was very fortunate because normally this award is not given by the Prime Minister. It is given by a lot of other ministers and everybody. But that year, since it was the 75th year of Indian independence, he himself came and gave the award. and I was very fortunate to have met him. He met there were 25 awardees across India, and he came and met all of us in a separate room before the award ceremony. He was a very humble man, and with all the security protocols which you were given for 5 hours on the previous day, on that day he came and he just stood next to each other, shook our hands, asked us a lot of good things, and he gave us a very specific advice that whatever we are doing in innovation and all these technologies that we have developed, he told you take it to the education sector. Teach the youngsters what you have learned. And that's when I took a pledge and started working along with the education academics. That's how it is.
Achieving an award like this right after the pandemic is a testament to your leadership skills. AMS India has collaborated with quite a few educational institutions. Sir, how important do you think academia industry partnerships are, and what advice would you give to engineering students looking to bridge this gap?
I think it's very, very important that whatever technology gets developed from the industry goes back to the universities and colleges. So the machines that we have built, Hiral 3D printing machines, is used only by researchers across the globe. And when they publish a paper with a citation, what they've done on our machine, you can see in our website, hiral3d.in, there are more than 1,000 papers that are published by researchers across the globe. And we put them all on our site. That's when try to integrate all the research that happens across the globe in one common site. Not only that, there are a lot of other products that you have built which specifically helps the academics grow, or they learn what is there in the industry, like making center of excellences for them and things like that.
We are grateful to hear about the efforts by you and your company towards bringing industry and academia together. Sir, you have been a pioneer in the field of automation and industrial solutions. What do you see as the future of automation in India?
It is going to grow. Automation has to get added with the new technologies like machine learning and with artificial intelligence, and all those things will get into it. It's already there. It is going to increase more and more. And this is really going to help mankind to a very great extent. There's no doubt about it. When we started getting into automation, putting a robot was very difficult. When we went to a robot, there was opposition from all sectors. The union leaders, everybody came and told, get out from this place, don't bring in automation, we'll lose our jobs. But today, everybody accepts robots. The same thing is going to happen with AI, everything. It will get integrated, and that is the way, life becomes better and better as we move ahead.
That is very nice to hear. It is quite an important vision for our country as well. We hope it grows to lead in this industry.
Yeah, India is very high now. India is it is going to become very stronger as we move ahead, no doubt about it.
Yes,
you would have seen the amount of technology that India has got. Just the recent war that happened just a couple of days back, you can see what happened. How AI came into the picture, and the whole world was astonished to see the level of technical advancement that was there in India.
Yes, sir. It was quite a proud moment for us to witness the advancement of our country's defense technologies. Finally, sir, as a proud UVCE alumnus, what advice would you give to current students who aspire to be industry leaders like you?
Starts with an idea. You need to get into whatever field you're all in, whatever you want to do in life. I think, you have to get some good ideas to begin with. Everybody will have a vision to have an industry of their own or make a business of their own, but they need to have a real strong technical idea. So we need to be technically very sound to come up with some good ideas to do business. And then, there's everything else can fall in place.
That is some very good advice. This brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you, sir, for taking your time to be with us today. Your insights into both your journey and the evolving landscape of the industry have been incredibly valuable. I'm sure our listeners will take away a lot of inspiration from this episode. And to everyone tuning in, thank you for listening to this episode of UVCE Chronicles. We hope you enjoyed our conversation with Mr. Shashidhar N C. Don't forget to follow our channel for more inspiring stories from our alumni. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.